The famous We Love Houston's We Are New. Well, I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Take a look at the Rockets. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And, of course, Portland sitting there 4 spots below.
And right now for the Trailblazers, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, Greg, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Chandler out there with Robert Covington. And it's House in at the 3 slot.
Got to keep Chandler out of the paint when he's in there that close to the rim with that size. He's ramming it home.
Lillard way outside. Portland again missing. Lillard against Westbrook. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. He gets that one. Brandon, looking ahead to the playoffs, when you made your first postseason appearance, were you surprised by the intensity you found once you got there?
Kevin, it was my second season. I was playing for the Clippers, so getting into the playoffs was quite miraculous on its own accord for the organization. But the level of detail in the playoffs and intensity in the playoffs, they know everything that you're going to do. And we were playing against the Utah Jazz, which at that time...
Some pretty good players.
Yes, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Jeff Hornacek, the great Jerry Sloan as the head coach. It was a wonderful experience, but you understood that the playoffs were different. Absolutely something different in terms of the intensity and what it is that that team knew about you.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Lillard dishes to Carmelo. Takes a 3. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Count it.
Well, compact and strong. Lillard using his frame and still finishes.
Here's Harden. And the rejection by Collins. Pass to Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And here's Harden for 3. Rebound by Nurkic.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Whiteside's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. Pass to Harden. He dishes it to Covington. Harden has a wide open look. The Rockets with another miss.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Covington finds Chandler. There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. From deep. That shot off. Now Portland takes it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. Here's McCollum. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Lots of ways that CJ can burn you right there. Super effective on the inside.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
Second shot opportunity, and Anthony with the basket on the assist by Collins.
can't allow that much separation, even as the pass is coming his way. Try and crowd Carmelo as best you can.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Anthony on the wing. And Chandler sends it back.
Chandler takes his defense seriously. That's what he gets paid for, utilizing his outstanding length to stifle shooters.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
The three from Harden. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Anthony kicks to Whiteside. Back to Anthony. Just 3 on the clock. Whiteside. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard...
A lot of responsibility when things go bad.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamonos. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Green is out there with Damari Carroll. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Clemens in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Simons. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And Whiteside stays right with it.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Here's Clemens. Up and in on the layup.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Passes it to Little. And here is Hezonja. The pass to Simons. Back to Hezonja. 6 on the shot clock. From 17 feet out. Yes, that goes in. Hezonja's got his first points of the game.
Now, defense certainly wasn't bad, but they've got to be a little bit quicker on contesting the shot. You go back to 2015, the Blazers lost 4 of their 5 starters in the offseason. So instead of rebuilding, they retooled around Damian Lillard, and what a piece to retool behind. Amazing how far they've come in the past couple seasons where they've placed in the Western Conference.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Well, you know, Brent, you've got to give a lot of credit to the Blazers front office, continuing to fortify this roster with under-the-radar acquisitions.
Interesting adjusting around a couple of albatross contracts to now have a team that's capable at positions that a lot of teams are trying to fill. That's the wing position.
And the Rockets making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. And then for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simmons. Now, here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
And it's Carroll with the ball for the Rockets. Oh,
wow! Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Trent. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Yeah, Kevin, hope that's not a defensive tactic, but that's what you saw there. Westbrook handling the rock and has the quickness to drive on pretty much anyone.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 6. Portland again missing. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Down low. And it's Little finishing it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
I felt like in that game, too, he was a man on a mission defensively. Finishing up with 4 steals is an impressive feat. And you can tell, takes pride in that part of the game.
Lillard outside. Green breaking loose. But they recover it. Passed a little. Here's Trent. He's guarded by Rivers. Trent passes to Hazanya. Over Green. Off the left rim and out.
He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers. I mean, it is really like he's jumping off of a trampoline out there. Westbrook can do anything he wants when he gets up like that.
Now, here's Lillard. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. Here's Trent. The lead is 2. Little with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. Here's Nurkic. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Nurkic has got his second basket of the night.
And Nurkic proving he's got a little touch there from the mid-range. Very difficult guy to guard.
And here's McLemore. 5 points in the game.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
15 seconds left now here in the second. Covington kicks to Harden, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. There's 10 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow. Lillard's got 9.
And we know it. We see.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the... That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane there, hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
And here's Harden for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Here's Lillard. James Harden picking up that last basket. Lillard shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
The dish to Nurkic. A shot off that time. Chandler with the defensive effort. Releases. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And that's now 7 points for Russell Westbrook. Lillard looking around from downtown. The Trailblazers rebound.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Chandler, the pass to Harden. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That is his first foul of the game. And McLemore, he's checked in for the Rockets. And Portland with the change here, too. Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard.
Bully ball in action as Melo gets himself way deep into the paint where he knows he can score.
Harden against McCollum. The high post shot. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut back down to 7. The bucket there from Harden.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now, here's Collins. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic getting up there and weighting that rim.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Harden draws the double, shoots it up, and Houston again with the bucket. Replay angles are interesting, Brent. Instant feedback on social media. Talk about the increased pressure now on referees to get every call right.
So many times, Kevin, on nights where you're working games, you sit there for a minute and a half.
In super slow motion looking at the play.
And still sometimes hard to get it right.
Very hard.
What I think the league should think about doing with the competition committee is every team in the league should have 3 and 4 cameras that are mounted so that every time there's a replay at any given arena, they have access to the same angles.
For every game.
Every game. Where are most of the times these calls being missed? Where are these calls getting wrong? And how is it that we can implement some technology to help us not only get it right more often, which is the most important thing, but also fair and balanced vision for the referees to have an opportunity to do so.
What an excellent idea. Here's Whiteside. The rebound by Jeff Green. Rockets trail by 9. Here's McLemore. 5 points in the game, and he uses the glass on the layup.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Oh, Whiteside in position.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
From the arc. The offensive rebound. Trailblazers leading by 9. Here's Trent. Yep, that one goes. Trent's got his first bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The shot by Carroll, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Fires the 3. Rivers can't get it to go. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Trailblazers. They lead. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
Come on, guys. Come on. Play our game.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Robert Covington out there with Chandler. Then it's Harden, and it's House in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Whiteside and the jam by Whiteside.
Well, whenever Whiteside has a chance to dunk, man gon' dunk.
Releases. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 15 points here in the second half.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Lillard, the pass to Trent. Back to Lillard from past the arc. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. His 3-pointers off the mark. The putback.
Well, Chandler's being aggressive right now on the glass. Does a terrific job staying active and collecting the rebound.
Trailblazers leading by 11. Lillard outside. Anthony on the wing. A beautiful reverse layup.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Harden scanning the floor. Harden missing again. Portland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one. Houston making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. Collins checked in for Portland. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Yusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game? The Bosnian Beast making a name for himself. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Lillard. Lays it up off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Clemens covered by Lillard. Here's Clemens. No good from outside. Trailblazers leading by 16. Anthony taking his time here. And the three off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Oh, Whiteside in position.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
The Rockets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. The three from Harden. Lillard with the rebound. Lillard's got his 4th rebound in this one. He lobs it up, and the jam by Whiteside.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Tucker. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 13 with that last one. To the middle, here's Lillard, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Trailblazers.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Hassan Whiteside.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with the fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
The Blazers on offense. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
From deep, and the Trailblazers another 3.
Yeah, this is what you're going to get with Lillard. He's a gunner, and right now he's gunning from deep range.
And Harden launches it from deep.
No, he didn't.
Well, you love guys who knows, right? Don't hold the ball.
That is amazing. Lillard fires away from way outside. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Here's Trent. And again, it's Portland converting. 8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The deep three from Harden. Tucker. Clanks the putback jam. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Hang time, moving the plug in the power, ayy. Came with a charge in my alley, ooh. Charge it again like it's credit, your team crowd need an edit, yeah. I see face and get it, hold up, ooh, that's dead. Need a minute, need a plan to revive, let's get a shot pressing. Now you say what I said, they got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with a step back, throw that shot up, I don't miss often. No
We're the land of the...
The players loved it. Thank you, David. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3. This end of the season awards already being debated. What did it mean to you when you were named All-NBA?
Well, it meant a lot, especially in my era, again, of playing against the best power forwards, I feel, in a group of all time. And so it meant a lot. There's only one power forward position, and so to be on that All-NBA team, it's something that's more special to me than being an All-Star, because it's not about being the best 12 or 24. It's about being the best 5 in the league. And so those moments were always special being named the first team.
And like you said, you played in the golden era of the best players ever to play that position.
I tell you what, I think I played in the era where anyone that you would have picked in a power forward from the Western Conference, I couldn't have been upset at over myself, because everyone played in such a dominating fashion. Their teams were winning, and I knew personally how hard it was to guard these guys one-on-one.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's a 3-point game. Last time they met was in Toronto, where they beat the Raptors.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Well, they certainly made their presence felt on defense. They were active and rejected a number of shots.
Now, here is Lowry. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Utah.
Yeah, just the length and explosiveness. Ibaka is a true force at the rim.
Here's Lillard. Outside Anthony. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Another shot, and Nurkic gets it to go.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Van Vliet looking around, and Ibaka slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
And there was a lot he gave him on that other end of the floor. Don't forget about that. His defense was a big factor. He ended up with 3 steals. Well, you think about a franchise player, it's hard to find a better example than Damian Lillard. His play, his presence, Kevin, he's one of the most important players in Blazers franchise history.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And that one drops for him.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 7. As you were talking about the presence of Lillard, very cool and always composed.
Oh, Kevin, I love Damian Lillard. I mean, he's from Oakland. He has that town toughness. He's got that dog in him. I mean, he speaks softly and carries a big stick.
Whiteside's checked in for Portland, and Fernie Simons comes in for Lillard. Marc Gasol is checked in for the Raptors. 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Lobbed up there for Collins, and stolen by Siakam. Count that one from Van Vliet.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Trailblazers trail by 9. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Takes a 3. Second chance shot. Right side, no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. Siakam on the follow.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Simons. Banked in off the glass.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Here's Van Vliet. Off target from three-point range. Portland's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Collins passes to Whiteside. Deep 2 from Anthony, and it doesn't even draw iron. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. There's Azania. The Raptors getting the bucket. Here's Whiteside. Takes it off the glass. Raptors leading by 9. Boucher passes to Gasol. Boucher kicks to Powell. Drills the three-pointer.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
And so it's Toronto. And let's listen to Pascal Siakam talking about the work ethic of his team.
You come in every day. Guys in the gym every single day.
And Craig, when everyone is working hard, it builds a chemistry.
And a culture. Kevin, winning teams all have it. It's not enough to be here. You want to win.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Raptors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Well, I love the ball movement so far, G.A. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the 4 for Portland, Hazonia at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Simons in at the point. Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Lillard against Davis. It's Hazonia in the corner. Here's Trent. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Knocks it loose. Ibaka, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Raptors get it back. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for him. Trailblazers trail by 15. Inside, here's Nurkic, and the shot goes in. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the night.
And at 280 pounds, I mean, Nurkic is difficult to deter, even when you hit him. I mean, he's just so strong.
Ibaka finds Powell. Back to Ibaka, outside, Davis. Good on the three-point shot. Davis has got 6.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him, from Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you.
Well, the best season of his career, Kevin. But then Yusuf Nurkic suffered that gruesome leg injury. It was a huge loss for the Blazers and a long road to recovery for Nurkic.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. His last outing, he had 8 points. Clock at 6. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Siakam. Rebounded by Anthony. And the Blazers were looking for that third star. Chris Nurkic was starting to look like he might fit the bill.
But Kevin, let's think about it. You could argue that he was one of the top 5 centers in the league last season. He just turned 25, so hopefully he's still on the upslope of his career.
unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with the comfortable lead.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lowry from outside. And it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard outside. McCollum outside. Three-pointer. He doesn't hit that one.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Trailblazers making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Anunoby, he's checked in for the Raptors. It's McCollum with the drive. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Shot, high post, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Lillard from outside. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Toronto leading by 15. Right wing. Raptors moving the ball around. Powell kicks to Siakam. Rebounded by McCollum.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
That's good from Collins on the assist by Anthony. Collins has got his first basket.
This is where you want Collins to get the ball. He's a throwback kind of big man who thrives inside.
The Raptors shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Simons. It could go. And that does it for the first half of play. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They lead by 15. Kenny, what? That's all for now.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Serge Ibaka has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the center. Siakam finds Lowry. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Lowry's got his first basket of the night. Chris, you know a little something about that power forward position. Who do you think will be the best at that position in let's say, 3-5 years from now?
Wow, it may be who's the best at that position now will continue to be, and that's Anthony Davis. He can do it all. He was a point guard in high school, and what that gave him was ball handling skills, lateral quickness, and the mentality of a small guy. We all want that as big fellas, that mentality, because you have the height. You just need to believe that you can do it on all ends of the floor, and he can do it defensively, offensively. He can coach. He could be your trainer as well, get guys healthy. I think AD could do it all.
Good explanation. Marcus Gasol is checked in for the Raptors. Anthony looking it over. They get it back. The shot will not fall. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do. And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
Lillard outside. Second chance effort, Collins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Siakam.
And this is what Collins is going to give you, energy. Because of this, he draws these type of fouls.
Portland may have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016, now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise. Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. He has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Gasol on the high post. Lowry has the open look. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Lowry's got 5 now.
Seeing the court like a point, that's Gasol showing the full range of his skills.
And the pick-and-roll tandem of Damian Lillard and Jusuf Nurkic, one of the most unstoppable in our league.
Yeah, Nurkic as a role man, not only a scorer, but also a capable passer, too. He had the second most assists on the team last season. He and Lillard have mastered the nuances of the pick-and-roll game.
Passes it to Lowry. From outside, off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 17. Pass to Nurkic. Trying to find Van Vliet and gets it to him. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. Here's Siakam. And it's good for 2. He has 7.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
McCollum with the ball. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Boucher is checked in. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Hollis Jefferson passes to Davis. And the Raptors miss again. For Portland, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
To the paint, and stolen by Whiteside. Here's Simons. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Simons has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. 36 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Davis, the pass to Boucher, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
McCaw, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Not a great play on either end. Bad delivery and way too late to react on the catch.
And Portland making a change here. Gabriel's checked in. McCaw misses. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. 17-point game. McCaw kicks to Davis. And he hits the jump shot. Davis has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, they'll take that. But they got to find a better shot than that on their next trip.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Raptors out in front, up by 15. And we'll be back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Whiteside, Anthony out there with Azonia, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Trent, and he banks in the layup. Trent's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Trailblazers.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Poked loose. Lowry passes to Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. Drops in the tray.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
And Anthony gets it to go.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Ibaka outside. Here's Anunoby. Ibaka, and Ibaka is right there.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Here's Whiteside. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the first of two straight at home. Chris, the NBA has flattened now the draft lottery odds. And now that you've seen it at work, seen it in play, any additional changes you might make?
Well, you know, Kev, I still a wait and see for me. I definitely like the NBA making sure they try to address the problem. You never want a team to think that they can be rewarded for losing. So I like what we've done so far, but, you know, if I'm a GM, if I'm a president, I'm always going to try to find ways to manipulate and find that, you know, those open gray areas. And so I think this is something we're always going to have to address, but I love the fact the NBA has gotten ahead of the problem.
Like the Clippers of a year ago. They looked like, gosh, they've lost all their superstars, but they gave it such a great go. They actually made the playoffs.
Yeah, and it started from the top. I mean, Mr. Ballmer said, listen, we do not want to lose. We're going to go in and we're going to play hard. And I tell you what, I think that's what rewarded them during free agency by able to go out and recruit players and say, listen, we don't lose here. We just need you to take us over the top. And I think that's a pretty good recruiting pitch.
Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Stolen by Collins. And now Portland on the break. And Lillard gets double teamed. To halt the run, and the layup is up and in.
Now, what more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
Lillard against Lowry. The three. That shot misses. And it's Portland the other way. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's foul number 2 for him. Davis is checked in for the Raptors. Thomas comes in for Kyle Lowry. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, bangs home the trifecta. 11 points for Damian Lillard.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
Davis against McCollum. 20 feet out. And again, Toronto no up. Trailblazers trail by 16. Deep 2 from Anthony. And the wing jumper offline. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Toronto, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Here's Ibaka. They get the rebound.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Raptors.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn it.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Kyle Lowry.
His vision and his ball movement impressed me the most. A tremendous night for him passing the basketball.
Siakam, right side. There's Thomas with the three. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. And Portland making a change here. Gabriel's checked in. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Siakam passes to Thomas. It's Davis with the drive. Here's Siakam. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
To the left side wing. Hazonia trying to free himself up. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Thomas kicks to Anunoby. The pass to Davis. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. Siakam outside. 6 to shoot. Thomas gets a wide open look, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort. Now, forget about three-pointers. Give me a look from right in tight. I'll take it all, David.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it.
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back.
North of the border. It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys.
Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for Powell.
And, guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 slot. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot, manning the middle.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Tucker can't get it to go.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage. Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
And with all the accolades that James Harden has accumulated in his career, Clark, the one thing missing is a championship ring.
And, you know, there's no guarantees for however great you are individually that you'll win a championship. We've got a lot of great players that weren't able to get that done. But, you know, when you think about it, that's one thing that's keeping him from being in the all-time great shooting guard conversation in the eyes of some. Team success is critically important. Championships add to your resume, but I think at the end of the day, when you maximize your individual contribution, that should be worth something in terms of your recognition and accolades.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Siakam. James Harden picking up that last basket. Buries it from 3-point range.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
Now here's Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
Toronto with the ball. The Rockets making the shot. The drive by Lowry. Good D by Covington.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Here's Westbrook. That one doesn't go. So the Raptors will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
Stolen. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Siakam. Count that one. Siakam's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Harden inside the 3-point line. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Clark, you ever think we'll see a player coach in the NBA again?
I don't think so, Kevin. The role is just so demanding. You know, it requires so much, and there's so much scrutiny now. I don't think you can effectively play and coach in this day and age. No, I don't think you'll see it happen.
Last one we saw was Dave Collins back in the late 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And that's a long time ago, man.
With the Boston Celtics.
Yep.
And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. And some changes here for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Norman Powell comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Siakam outside. Fires from deep. That's good from Davis on the assist by Siakam.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Clemens, he's guarded by Davis, and Davis pulls it down. Raptors leading by 8. Siakam passes to Lowry. Here's Gasol. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Westbrook surveying the D. It's blocked. Siakam outside. And Siakam throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Another miss by Houston. There's the triple. And, oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Ringing.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Raptors lead by 15. Let's take a quick break now.
Vince Carter really changed the...
Couldn't have said it better myself. Carter's exciting style of play, GA, really energized the whole country.
And playing basketball in a hockey town isn't easy, but Carter really helped get this city and country energized about the game of basketball.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Toronto?
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Rockets. They've got Damari Carroll out there. Also Green out there. Ben McLemore is out there with Austin Rivers. And it's Clemens in at the 1.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
From deep, McLemore. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
And that's just flat-out hustle from Carroll, showing how much he wants the rebound.
Davis down low. Siakam kicks to Davis. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Shot clock at 6. Outside Gasol. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Hollis Jefferson passes to Gasol. And again, no good by Toronto. Rockets trail by 15. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
Davis surveying the floor. Goes up from the top of the key. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Only given up 2 points this quarter. Last time they met was in Toronto, where they beat the Raptors.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, did a really good job of drawing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Toronto. Here's Davis. Raptors get it back. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Davis drives in. Green with the block.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
The shot by Carroll, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Harden can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Powell kicks to Davis. Stolen by Harden. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level. His determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize it.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor?
My goodness.
Rockets trail by 17. Outside Westbrook. Another miss by Houston.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Out of bounds, Houston takes possession. And now that we have a chance, let's show you the NBA's top thieves. This is the list of this month's steals leaders. Fourth, James Harden.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Here's Covington. Goes back up. It's House outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Foul for 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. Rockets trail by 17. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Powell kicks to Davis. Puts up a 3, and the 3 ball is good. Davis has got 9.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Takes the 3, and again, Toronto with the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The first half was all about Pascal Siakam. He had 13 points. And
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
On the wings, Powell and Anunoby. McCaw is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Lowry in at the point. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Now Westbrook, pass to Tucker. In the corner, Harden shoots over Powell. Harden, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's McCaw, 5 to shoot. Outside Gasol. A 3-pointer, no good. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. And the Raptors with some changes. Stanley Johnson comes in for Patrick McCaw. And it's Pascal Siakam in for OG Anunoby.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player. And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Harden, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 8. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
and you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
Count the basket.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. Fires, high post. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Lowry inside the line. No good, shot missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Mark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
Ben McLemore, he's checked in for the Rockets. They grab their own miss. Siakam kicks to Lowry. Second shot opportunity, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Hollis Jefferson finds Lowry. Toronto working the ball around now. Back to Ibaka. Pass to Van Vliet. And he nails the jumper. Van Vliet's got his first points of the night. And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
Substitution for Gasol.
1:31 left in the third quarter. And it's the Raptors ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. That's a 2 from Powell. Again, Toronto.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Green. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, that's just a breakdown. You have to box out Carroll because when you don't, he's capable of stuffing it back in like that.
Outside for Gasol. For 3. Sinks the triple. Gasol's got his third basket of the night right there.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep. Always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Here's Clemens. Gets a hand on it, and Green is right there.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's McCaw. It's rebounded by McLemore.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And so it's Toronto with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. I'll look at the field goal percentage numbers.
All the problems, energy.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Rockets, they've got McLemore. He's out there with Rivers. Luke Mbamute out there with Chandler, and it's Caboclo in at the 4-man position. Rivers hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Rivers has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Rockets. Out to the right wing. The pass to McCaw, and here is Gasol. Here's McCaw. He's guarded by Chandler, and that one goes out of bounds. The last touch by Gasol.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. And here's McLemore. Passes to Caboclo. Left side, Chandler. Over Ibaka. Chandler finds Mbamute. Just 5 on the clock. And Rivers with the basket on the assist from Mbamute.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Outside Lowry. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Ibaka wide open, he fires. Nailed from 3-point land. Ibaka's got his first 3 points of the game. And that basket is in from Caboclo.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Lowry against Rivers. Ibaka in the post. 11 feet away, and again it's Toronto converting.
Yeah, high percentage look there for Ibaka. He can be automatic in there when given room.
Now here's McLemore outside. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
To the inside, Siakam. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Tyson Chandler. All right, Clark, game is on the line. One free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague and mine.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great names. And Toronto making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Pass to Van Vliet. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And the Raptors making a change here. Boucher is checked in. Now here's Van Vliet, guarded closely. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but...
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
First personal foul, team's third.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Pass to McCaw. Left side, Ibaka. Comes up empty down low. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the Rookie of the Year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. Well, a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. 6 to shoot. There's the pass to Johnson. Lets it go from the wing. No good on that one. Rockets have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Raptors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Pascal Siakam.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Johnson, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Johnson kicks to McCaw. Kicks it out to Johnson. Gets the bucket.
They made the most of their opportunities. Look,
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
body fluid, and goaltender. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending. unprecedented improvement.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and Slam.
In your face.
You play 2K
All the time.
you act,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and now you have an album. Anything you can't do?
I can't.
And just about to get underway is the starting five.
The 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hello, whatever works, David. Thanks. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. The three-pointer is right on target. A lot of experience out on that floor in front of us, Brent. Your career spanned 14 seasons. Talk about how you saw the game differently as a veteran player versus the first couple years in the NBA.
Well, I saw it from the bench, quite frankly, as a veteran, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. Yeah. Hold on now. I know that's not altogether true.
I think the game just slows down. You start to understand that there is a tempo and a rhythm, not only to any given quarter, but any given game and any given season. So it's really, Kevin, about the idea of it slowing down. And I did sit on the bench towards the end, Kevin. That is true.
A little bit.
14 is still a good number.
But it turned out well for you.
Well, I get to sit next to you.
Well, it's a lot of fun. You're right. It's a lot of fun.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
You're right. The pass to Westbrook. From the baseline. Up again. The Trailblazers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Count that one. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Keeps it alive. Pass to House. Rockets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Just 5 to shoot. And Harden launches it from deep. Good D by McCollum.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Due for a miss after 4 of 5 to begin this one.
And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Harden.
Well, the inside game of Westbrook, very impressive. Plays a lot bigger than his frame.
Lillard looking around. From deep three-point range. Trailblazers keep it alive. Over to the wing. Shoots the 3. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one's on Anthony.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%. So no doubt he's pleased with that.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that. Well, Portland being up there in the PNW, that's the Pacific Northwest, always means a lot of air miles. Matter of fact, they lead the league pretty much every year in distance travel.
And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now, here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
So here's Westbrook from 12 feet out. A nice shot by Tucker. Right, you talk about all that travel for the Blazers. That can wear you down.
Well, interesting. The Blazers have done some particular things off the floor for their players, bringing in UV lights into the locker rooms, coffee before the game. It's very much hipster Pacific Northwest.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the score by Houston. 4 on the shot clock. Anthony. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. And again, it's Portland converting.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Here's Harden, and the rejection by Collins.
Good job, Collins inside, quick off his feet.
McCollum outside. Passes it to Lillard. And 1:01 left here in the first quarter.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The deep three from Harden. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. 9 points for James Harden.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and the Trailblazers, another three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's good.
Now that's a Westbrook mindset right there. I'm going through you. Doesn't allow his focus to be shaken, even when the defense gets a little bit nasty. Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Covington with the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. They're leading by 8. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage. And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
And finished off by Westbrook.
I mean, can you imagine 3 knee surgeries and then pulling off something like that? Westbrook, athleticism personified.
It's McCollum on the wing. Lets the three fly. Can't hit that one. And so it's Portland in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And Russell Westbrook, a surly disposition on the court, but he talked
throughout the years. I've been trying to.
You can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around you.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Rockets, we've got Green. McLemore is out there with Damari Carroll. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Clemens in at the point. A nice shot by Rivers.
Well, the deep ball accuracy is much more consistent now from Austin Rivers, learning how to be an effective shooter at this level.
And now here's Hazonia. Shoots over Carroll. Right side, the pass to Simons. Right side, no good. Rockets trail by 5. McLemore with the ball. He's picked up by Little. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Simons, the pass to Hazonia. And finished off by Hazonia.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Clemens. It's tipped, and he gets it back. Carroll passes to Clemens. Tries again. Carroll, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Pass to Simons. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. Brent, with offensive rebounding, which players can you count on to create second chance opportunities every game they play?
Well, Giannis in Milwaukee does a pretty good job with his length, grabbing boards and being able to go back in and cause some problems for the defense. Rudy Gobert is always around the rim, both defensively and offensively. DeAndre Jordan did that for years, so it'll be interesting to see, if he can continue that role down there to be a putback and a stick-back guy.
And so it's Houston with it. It's a 5-point game. And here's Westbrook from the arc. A rebound by Hazanya. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. A putback. He shoots again. This one for 3. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And let's review some numbers for Hassan Whiteside. First in blocks, second in rebounding, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage, really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
He has been a human highlight reel all season long. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now, and he has the numbers to back it up.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
Kept alive. Out to the right wing. The wide open shot by Little. Portland again missing. Rockets trail by 3. Here's Harden. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
To the paint, Mba Amute with the steal. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And here's Harden for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, still trying to calibrate right now because he had 1 3 in the first quarter, but nothing since.
And Chandler sends it back.
That's what he does, Tyson Chandler, redirecting that one.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Just 5 on the clock. Whiteside with it. And it's Harden picking him up. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Yeah, there's not a rebound that Whiteside cannot get to when he's floating around the charge circle, reaches up, snatches that one down. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Covington with the steal. A pull-up. Harden, no good. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for Portland. And there's the pass to Lillard. That 3 off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Collins checked in for Little. And then for Houston, Damari Carroll's checked in for Robert Covington. Then McLemore comes in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook.
Lillard just plays with a flat-out edge. Dangerous as a player who knows how to draw contact inside.
Rockets trail by 5. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. McLemore score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Lillard dishes to Carmelo. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Rivers. Trains it from beyond the arc. Rivers has got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Rockets. Lillard way outside. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He ended up with 17 points and that does it for our half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
This is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins is out there with Anthony, and it's Whiteside in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. But they get it back.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Nice spin off the left rim and in. And that's 12 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Can't allow that much separation, even as the pass is coming his way. Try and crowd Carmelo as best you can.
From deep Harden, and it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Anthony can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Lillard outside. From downtown. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. This gives us the chance to view the best three-point shooting teams this season. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
No doubt, they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Nurkic checked in for Whiteside.
Damian Lillard and his commitment to not only the way that he wants to play and wants to improve, but his commitment to Portland and this city and this franchise has been nothing short of remarkable.
Brett, you think about Lillard's value not just to the Blazers, but to the entire community of Portland, Oregon. Outstanding.
Always great, Kevin, to see a superstar take it off the floor and want to make impacts in the community. Lillard has been amazing at the job that he's done here in Portland and has stayed committed to where this franchise wants to go and trying to bring a championship to the Northwest.
And that one's good, Anthony.
It looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Well, Westbrook just overwhelming the defense right there, like a semi-truck coming at you.
Portland trailing here. Outside Anthony. Oh, good with the triple.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Trent following the score by Houston. That one's not going to go. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Here's Westbrook. They get it again. Chandler. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Chandler's got his first 2 points. Trailblazers trail by 5. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. And Portland making a change here. Little's checked in. There's 1:47 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Simons. He's covered by Westbrook. The three from Anthony. Rebounded by Covington.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
Chandler. Great positioning on the putback. And now a 7-point Houston lead.
Chandler has had some years where you would consider him one of the most elite rebounders in the league. Uses his height that time to snag the ball.
Hits. Count that one for Nurkic.
They brought the double team to force the ball out of his hands, but failed to rotate off the pass.
And Westbrook, here we go. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 5 assists tonight.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And it's good. 2 points. 16 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Melo showing some muscle. Impressive right there with that physical finish.
Harden, no good.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Outside Anthony. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Just get a feeling like Melo has brought some extra energy to to this one. This guy eats, drinks, and breathes basketball, but he's at it here tonight.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Now here's McLemore. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Rockets leading by 3.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Lillard with it. He's got 20. On deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legit.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Rockets ahead, leading by just...
I'm making say down that on the red, guys.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So on the floor for Houston, Green is out there with Damari Carroll. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Rivers. And it's Clemens in at point guard. Lillard with the bucket.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Clemens covered by Lillard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Portland leading, stolen by Rivers. Here's McLemore. And Whiteside sends it back.
When you consider just how long and how big Whiteside is down there, it's not surprising that shot blocking is something he does well.
And it's Carroll with the ball for Houston. Launches a 3. Rivers can't get it to go. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's McCollum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Shots good by McLemore. Portland leading by 4, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. The feed to Anthony. Over Chandler. Offensive rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Harden's shot is off.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Deep 2 from Anthony. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Here's McCollum. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Rockets trail by 4. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Westbrook. And Houston again with the bucket.
And that's what a guy like Westbrook will do for you, willing his team forward in these big moments.
Lillard outside. McCollum outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, fearlessness by McCollum there, willing to take those big shots in the game's biggest moments.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 7-point Trailblazer lead.
And you're not going to pass up that kind.
And here's Harden for 3. But they'll get another chance. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Chandler's experience shining through right now for his ball club.
That's a 2 from Lillard. No good that time. And the Rockets take it the other way. Stolen by McCollum. Lillard outside. And there's the call on Chandler. That's his first foul. Nurkic checked in for Portland. Manuel House is checked in for the Rockets. 1:16 left in the 4th quarter of this one. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Lillard from outside. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. The 3 from Anthony. Good on the triple. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the 3-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Portland's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. Lillard attacking, and the layup's good off the glass.
You're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Here's Anthony. Collins trying to break free. A shot by Anthony, no good.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
For 3, Westbrook offline. And so it's Portland winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do.
body fluid, and goaltender. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer.
And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, D.A. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Powell.
And, guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5.
You know, before coaches started running plays for him, this is where Siakam would get his points, on the offensive glass.
Passes it to Carmelo. Fantastic backcourts facing off tonight in this one, Smitty. Let me ask you, do you think this is a guard-centric league right now?
Kevin, it is. And no matter how tall you are and what position, pretty much 90% of the guys now can dribble, they can pass, they can shoot. We have guys that are 7-footers that we're calling guards. And so I think right now this is a guard-oriented league.
Nurkic, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Ibaka from beyond the arc and then some.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Kicks it out to McCollum. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Count that one from Van Vliet.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now, here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
And his defense was absolutely outstanding, especially his 2 blocks, which helped turn the game.
Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. That one off the back iron and out.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Stolen by McCollum. Lillard attacking. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Shots good by Ibaka.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And only 6 feet tall in shoes. Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball is the path to something better.
And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 9. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Lowry and stolen by Lillard. Pass to Anthony. The tray. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jacks up a 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Marcus Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
One of the league's best-kept secrets, Pascal Siakam out of Cameroon, discovered as a raw teenager at Basketball Without Borders back in 2012.
And now, here's Hazonia. His last outing, he had 8 points.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Now here's Powell. Nasir Little missing his last shot. Here's Siakam. Outside for Davis. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
In the corner, it's Little. Whiteside, and Whiteside stays right with it.
The activity of Whiteside, if he plays with consistent energy, the sky's the limit.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been playing some... Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complimentary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Hazonia at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Simons in at the 1. Raptors leading by 16.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Raptors. They led by as many as 18 points. Powell, that's good.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please, that's terrible.
Hazonia up top. He averages about 5 points a game. Count it, good. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Davis looking for an opening. Gasol. Portland grabs the miss. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. Hazonia up top. He's guarded by Davis. Hazonia's shot is off.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Lob pass to Gasol. An emphatic LU jam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Fast break Toronto. There's Hollis-Jefferson, and he slams it one-handed.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Trent can't hit. Raptors leading by 19. And out of UCLA, Norman Powell, an athletic 6'4" combo guard, said he modeled his game after Russell Westbrook.
And I can see why. He's gifted physically as well. A 6'11" wingspan, a 40-inch vertical leap. He's more of a two-guard in my opinion, and he's off to a strong start in his young career.
Fires for 3. And it's Simons missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
A different look now for Portland. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Hezonja. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simmons. A putback, and Gasol able to finish. Gasol's got 4 points this quarter.
At 7'1", it is hard to keep Marc Gasol off the glass.
Pass to Little. To the left wing. McCollum against Lowry. McCollum passes a Little. Back to McCollum. Clock at 4. Shot to stop the run. Portland again missing. Raptors leading by 23. Here's Lowry. Finished off the break. Lowry's got 5.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And here's McCollum for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ibaka's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anunoby passes to 5. And the dunk by Powell.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
A 3 ball. Here's Whiteside with the tip. And the second chance effort by McCollum.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Siakam is checked in for Gasol. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Norman Powell. And it's Lillard missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
Here's Lillard. He's off on that one. And so it's Toronto.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. What a start it was for Pascal Siakam. He had 11 points, 6 rebounds. That's all for now.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Outside Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Trailblazers. And so VanVleet will bring it up for Toronto. We see it all the time, Smitty, the league doing more to protect the landing zone of shooters, but for some guys, they're using that forward momentum to change that landing spot. What do you think of that?
Kevin, this is a great debate because as an offensive guy, I know you see a guy launching, I might change my shot and start to go forward just in case I can get a foul if it doesn't make the shot. This is a tough call to call. It's going to be like the charge block, I think, in some years to come.
Oh, good on the triple.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
All going up court. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. VanVleet's got his second basket.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Burkett just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
The pass to Anunoby. Ibaka outside. And he's good on the three ball. Ibaka's got 10.
And that's a good job of spotting up by Serge Ibaka. He's good in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The offensive rebound, Nurkic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Mario Hezonja's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for McCollum. Now here's Van Vliet. G right on him. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 6.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique. When he was drafted, Damian Lillard said he wanted to go to the Blazers with the 6th pick. The opportunity to play right away and be embraced by the city of Portland.
For the 3, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
The big fella loves to pass. Marc Gasol with the vision and court awareness to do it from anywhere on the floor.
Over in the corner, Lillard, three-pointer, and another 3 for Portland. And Damian Lillard says, Greg, win or lose, he wants to stay in Portland. He keeps his residence there year-round.
And talk about his loyalty. In high school, lightly recruited, he ends up committing to Weber State. His senior year, all the big schools come calling, and Lillard kept his commitment. That shows you how he's built.
Lets it go from deep, buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 16 points.
I guess he just needed a little break because since halftime, he's been raining triples.
Here's Davis, passes to Boucher. Gasol dishes to Davis. Collins grabs the miss. The Trailblazers have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Back to Hezonja. There's 49 seconds left in the third.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Powell, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Davis against Lillard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Over a decade in Memphis for Marc Gasol. Even played his high school basketball there. Now a new phase.
The Raptors making a switch here. McCaw's checked in. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
You know Marc Gasol's brother Powell, he was a top 3 pick. Marc fell to the 2nd round and had to work for everything he's achieved.
The shot by Anthony, no good. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 3 assists now in this one. Lillard scanning the floor. Here's Trent. Wow, huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Toronto ahead, just dominating this one. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup. On the floor for Portland, they've got Adams, Little out there with Whiteside, and it's Gabriel in at the 3, the small forward. And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Here's Anunoby. Offensive rebound. Ibaka, the pass to Anunoby. Out to Ibaka. Second chance shot. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Now here's Little, defended by Ibaka. Now here's Whiteside. Puts up a 3. But he stays with it. Pass to Little. The kick out to Adams. Pass to Little. Another shot. Got a piece of it. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Toronto's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Outside Lowry. You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward-thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive and doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you. The kick out to Adams. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Whiteside. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Anunoby. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. The drive by Siakam.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses, protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
Down low, Ibaka. Now Van Vliet. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Adams' shot is off. Toronto, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And Siakam throws it down.
You know, he's able to shoulder more and more of the load offensively. Siakam's star continues to rise.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. So much new technology. A lot of it's so exciting, Steve. Did you see the demo of the jersey that can change a player's name and number the other day? Wow, that was something.
I did. I saw the demonstration that Adam Silver did. It is fantastic. I was thinking about myself, Kevin. I played for 7 teams. That's a lot of changing of the name and number.
That really is.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. Thomas got his first bucket of the night. McCollum with the ball. Now Thomas defending. And the pass to Collins. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, offensive rebound.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Raptors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn it.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Serge Ibaka.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Here's Lowry. Kicks it to Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that. The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why: they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
McCollum, left side. Feeds it to Collins. Pass to Hazanya. Clock at 6. From the wing. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Van Vliet. He's guarded by McCollum. From deep. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul in the Trailblazers. Nurkic. Game.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome back to 2K TV, Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I could pick up like 5.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready. And with, well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3. The drive by Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
How about the athleticism of Pascal Siakam? So tough to corral when he's going on the dribble drive. Boy, you look at all the athletes on this team. How about Pascal Siakam? This guy may be the fastest power forward in the NBA. And if you couple that with ball handling, this guy is tremendous in transition.
Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Anunoby kicks to Lowry. Siakam outside. A three-pointer off the mark. And the speed and quickness of Siakam, not just an asset in transition. Doris defensively, he is something special.
There is no doubt. At 6'9", but he's got a 7'3" wingspan. Siakam's combination of length and mobility, tailor-made for the modern NBA.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russell's career.
And that one, good.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
VanVleet looking around. There's the 3. The Rockets pull it in.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And yes, it's good.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Pulls up. High post. Ibaka finds Lowry. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Westbrook, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. Siakam outside. Passes it to Anunoby. And here's Lowry. Shot clock at 5. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Here's VanVleet.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Harden has a wide open look. They get it back. Covington. Now the pass to House. Outside Westbrook. Second shot opportunity. Here's Tucker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, make no mistake, guys, one of the more effective second-round picks we have in the NBA. Tucker provides a steady diet of production.
And the Raptors making a change here. Davis has checked in. You can see it, Doris, with some of these good teams trying to build momentum as we get closer to the postseason.
You seem to know and understand which teams are good on both sides of the basketball. Are they top 5 efficiency, offense and defense? And as you know, Kevin, if there's a player with a hot hand, that can really make a difference in round 1.
Absolutely. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. Marcus All's checked in for the Raptors. Norman Powell comes in for OG Anunoby. Here's Lowry. And again, no good by Toronto.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
McLemore, it's good on the putback.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Lowry passes to Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
We call that floor vision, gentlemen. Kyle Lowry with the pretty pass.
Here's Rivers. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Siakam outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Siakam's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Left side, Davis. Powell for three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
Now here's McLemore outside. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Raptors trail by 4. It's intercepted. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Damari Carroll's checked in for Houston. Then for the Raptors, Boucher is checked in. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Kyle Lowry. Here's the three. Rebound by the Raptors. Last time they met was in Toronto.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Nothing wrong with aggression as long as you're smart about picking your spots. And let's see if they can be a bit more disciplined this evening.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Pass to McLemore. Beyond the arc. And no good on the last second attempt this time. 1 quarter in the... Marc Gasol so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of...
It's just fun. You see more fans on the stands.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking to the NBA.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. We've got Hollis-Jefferson. Norman Powell is out there with Davis, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Boucher in at the 4. Davis kicks to Boucher. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Wow, fantastic to see Hollis-Jefferson hit it twice on the pipes. Extends out.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. In Toronto, choosing their team name back in '94, the fans helped them narrow it down, and with dinosaurs all over the silver screen, it helped tilt things towards the Raptors.
And we all remember those early uniforms, those giant velociraptors across the front. Fortunately, they've toned it down a bit since then.
Free throw line jump shot. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Rockets lead by 6.
Well, this guy loves the phrase, quote, hard work is a talent, and you can see DeMarre Carroll's work on the glass there.
It's stolen by Davis. Toronto working the ball around now. Gasol passes to Hollis Jefferson. Not loose. Gasol finds Hollis Jefferson. 6 to shoot. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
To stop the drought, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And this is exactly what Marc Gasol gives you, the power to fight through contact and the skill to convert.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people who were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible.
Pass to Van Vliet. And Covington sends it back. Shots good by Ibaka. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Westbrook finds Harden. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Marc Gasol.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this point, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
Siakam is checked in for the Raptors.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And Ibaka kicks to Love. Van Vliet passes to Lowry. On baseline, Jay. Rockets with the rebound. Covington's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The Rockets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Free throw drops for Covington.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And both free throws good for Covington.
And doing a good job from the line here in the second quarter.
Ibaka right side. And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, a high percentage scorer with a great shot selection. Ibaka knows when to send it home.
From deep, Harden. They get it back.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Here's Lowry. And that one, good. Lowry's got his first bucket in this one.
If you allow Kyle Lowry a head of steam, it is very difficult to stay in front of him. No stopping him on that drive.
Westbrook against Lowry. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Lowry dishes to Ibaka. Can't connect from short range.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And we finished one half of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held it 2.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 spot. Undrafted out of Wichita State, Fred VanVleet, never the most heralded player, Doris. But you know, he says he bet on himself, and it's worked.
No doubt. VanVleet's belief in himself gets him a 2-year, $18 million contract. But I think beyond that, this man, in the moments that mattered most in the playoffs, proved that Fred VanVleet will deliver.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Lowry kicks to Anunoby. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Good D by Covington. It's Westbrook with the drive, and it's blocked.
I'll tell you, Siakam has the ability to intimidate offensive players. How about that one? Send it back. Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Houston making some changes. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. And McLemore subbed in for Daniel House. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for the Raptors. Norman Powell comes in for Fred VanVleet.
Well, Russell Westbrook has excelled at being a facilitator. You love when he's focused on making his teammates better.
It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Lowry.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And no good that time. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Houston leading by 10. Harden kicks to Westbrook. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Passes it to Lowry. And there's the foul. Will go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside, Davis. The 3. Sinks the triple. Davis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Rivers against Powell. The pass to Clemens. Launches it. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. And here's a look at the numbers for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Rivers.
How about the fast hands and lateral quickness of Norman Powell to get with his man and contest shots? That's good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Boucher. Carroll covering. Here's Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got 5.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Guys, how about the journey of the Raptors' Nick Nurse? So well traveled before taking the head job in Toronto. This guy has shown his worth. In his first season as a head coach in the NBA, it translates to a title. Absolutely incredible.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Shot's good by McLemore.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Powell, no one around him. Here's Boucher. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. Daniel House is checked in for Ben McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers. Davis surveying the floor. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Floats one up. Westbrook with the bucket.
Well, to say Russell Westbrook will give you a nightmare in transition. He'll keep people up at night.
Here's Van Vliet. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Houston Rockets riding a 15-point lead. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. Westbrook kicks to House. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. So here's Westbrook. And here's Harden. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there. Boris, I know you're really on coaches who are fast forward in thinking about where the game is going, where it is evolving, innovation. And there are a lot of guys like that.
Well, there certainly are. And I would just point back to the NBA Finals, where for the first time in a very long time, Nick Nurse decided to go to a box and 1 and a triangle and 2. And you heard the announce booth sort of open up about their shock at employing such a non-traditional defensive scheme at maybe the most important time of the year. So really cool. I think most NBA coaches are outside the box. They're looking for whatever gives them a competitive advantage.
Sure makes it interesting, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Anunoby passes to Siakam. Harden with the defensive effort. Rockets leading by 13. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Nice job by Robert Covington to draw the contact and get himself to the foul line.
Free throw drops for Covington. And both free throws good for Covington. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And Ibaka kicks to VanVleet from outside the arc. The putback, it's good on the putback.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Inside. Got a hand on it. Goes back up. Back to Westbrook. Over Lowry. And Westbrook gets it to go. And the Rockets lead by 15.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Lowry for 3. Rebounded by Covington.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
And the jam by Harden.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Here's Lowry, an easy 2 points on the layup.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Westbrook against Lowry. Pass to House. He kicks to Covington. Lets it go with a 3. Toronto grabs the miss. The drive by Siakam. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Tucker. 16 points for Russell Westbrook.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Well, there's incredible height and reach and length and touch from the inside when we're talking about Serge Ibaka.
Harden way outside, but they recover it.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Raptors trail by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Rockets.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And this will make it 21 victories for them on the year. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Russell Westbrook.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
From beyond the arc, Toronto grabs the miss. Lowry drives in. Pass to Anunoby.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
And the first one at the line is good. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. A new group in now for the Raptors. Boucher is checked in. Johnson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Thomas checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Patrick McCaw in for Kyle Lowry. 27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, Greg, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Clemens. Here's Chandler. So we see the Rockets get the win here. Some good moments. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.